So there's a lot of ways to save money. Fortunately, not every way is a good way. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Life You Have with Tez. That's me. And today I'm going to talk about some bad advice to listen to when people say save your money. Before we get into it, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe if you so choose to do so. Number one, take shampoos and soaps from the hotel. Yes, I realize that they're free and they're tiny. However, a lot of this stuff is actually low grade unless you go to a really good hotel. Taking it from there, it's really not doing you any good. A lot of times it dries your skin out or it's not even made for your hair. Your best tip to do would be to bring your own soap and your own lotion and all that stuff. Especially if you have a family, bringing your own stuff with you will save money in the long run for you. Okay, two, giving it to your family. This one is just plain bad advice. Giving your family money, I should say lending it to them. If you decide that you just want to lend your family the money, let them borrow it so they can give it back, you will probably never see that money again. You might as well just go ahead, take a picture of the cash and then put it on a missing poster all over the neighborhood, because you ain't never gonna see that money ever again. Three, it's okay to dip into your savings. It's not okay to dip into your savings. Your savings is not liquid. You only get 6 a month. If you keep dipping into your savings account, you're gonna have a double checkings account. Ask me. I know. When I was in Germany, I was dipping into my savings account, like turned it into a second checkings account, because they were like, oh, so you think it's liquid, huh? It's just federally regulated so that you can't do that. Like, it's not made to support you going in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. And so what we were doing was we'd have my whole paycheck go into the savings account and then we would take what we needed. Problem was, when I started getting ranked up, I stopped caring about that and I started wanting to buy more stuff. And when you have a hunger for stuff and things, you end up starting to yank more money out all the time. And so yeah, I had 2 checking accounts with one bank and no savings account. So that was a wake-up call. I'm glad I closed that account. What you want to do is, if you're gonna do that, literally make sure that you write a budget, because we didn't have one. We would just take money out and then buy stuff, and then I would take money out, she would take money out, I would take money out, she would take money out. If you're not communicating with your money and where it's going, then both of you are just buying stuff and no one is accounting for how many times you actually dipped into that savings account. And so you start getting calls from the bank saying, hey, you need to stop. But then you start ignoring them and then you get a double checking account. So yeah. Number 4, save what's left over from your check. Pay yourself first. It's a common thing. Pay yourself before you start paying everything else, because you worked hard for your money, but your money also has to go pay off other people that they owe. You got to pay your electric bill. You got to pay your car note. You got to pay your medical bill if you got one. Some kind of bill, some money that's owed to somebody. There's always something that you owe to somebody to do something with it. Everything going as a subscription or as a service to you, then everybody's trying to make that extra dollar out of you a month. You're not going to own anything. Ownership is going the way of the dodo. So pay yourself first before you pay everybody else this money. Number 5, wait till Black Friday. So there's a lot of fanatics out there who worship Black Friday. They worship at the altar of deal. The thing is, waiting for that one time of deal is good, but there's all sorts of better deals. For one, it could be hazardous to your health going into Black Friday deals, because of the fact that people trample people to death trying to get these deals. Especially at these bridal stores, women are fighting over these dresses, and a lot of them aren't even married and not even going to get married. They just want a dress that's really cheap, and they're killing each other to get them. Or people stabbing each other, fighting each other in the parking lots just for a sale, when you can wait until Black Monday or Amazon Prime Day, which you can easily make that stuff back by waiting for Amazon Prime Day. So if that's what you want to do, then I gotta tell you, don't wait for that one time. There's all sorts of other sales that are gonna be out through the year. You don't need to wait for Black Friday to try to get any kind of deal. There's many sales that you can go to. Okay, this is number 6. This is not paying your debts off. If you're trying to save money and you got a lot of debt, you need to pay your debts off, because that is a 100-fold return. If you don't pay your debts off and you make money, you're only hurting yourself, because you still paying money on this debt. If you amassed a windfall of money and you have the option of getting a brand new house, but you had the same amount of money in debt as the cost of this house, then you need to pay that cost of that debt off, because of the fact that even though you had this windfall, if let's say there was something wrong with the house and you wanted to get your money back or whatever from the bank, you wanted to sell it because you've got a house that costs roughly the same amount as a debt that you already had. So now you're going to be hurting because you can't even break even. So pay the debt off and then go after the stuff that you want. When I paid my car off, suddenly credit card offers started coming out of nowhere. Before that, no one would give me anything. I haven't had a credit card since 2013, but now all of a sudden I'm hot because my car is paid off. Now everybody wants a piece. So what I'm saying is, once you start lowering your debts, then everybody will want to work with you. But when you stop lowering your debts, then you'll be in trouble. And also, once you do get a credit card after, because you're going to incur that debt because you got to use it to build your credit. Once you do get it, never carry over a balance. Never. Just go ahead and pay it right off after you put the money on there. If you put gas in the car, have your account linked to it. So all you need to do is just go ahead and transfer that like $25. Boom. It'll show a positive pay history every single time. Also, what you want to do is you want to call the bank and you want to ask, what is my due date and what is my report date? Like, I don't know what it is with Capital One or whatever, but let's just say that like your pay date is actually the 1st of the month, but the date that they report it isn't until the 5th of the month. So you literally have until the 5th for them to send it up to the credit bureaus. So if you're always late on your payments and you're feeling down on yourself, just know they'll probably charge you that interest after the 1st, but they won't report it to the credit card bureaus until the 5th, if that's how it works for you. But anyway, that's the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. You can tap that like button, or you can subscribe if you so choose. It's the life you have with Tez. That's me. Peace out.